Why does he seem different after everything he went through? Why did he stop chasing people and start choosing peace? What truth did he learn that made him so calm, yet so distant?
It is because he learned what most people never do.
We humans like to believe we are different. We divide ourselves by nation, religion, class, money, status, strength, intelligence, and ideology. We create labels and identities, then spend our lives defending them. We tell ourselves that these differences define who we are, but beneath all of it, we are far more alike than we want to admit, every last one of us. Some people are consumed by drinking, some by lust, some by wealth, some by religion, some by family, some by dreams, some by power, some by revenge, some by comfort, some by attention, some by the need to be loved, some by the need to be feared. Everyone is attached to something. Everyone depends on something. Everyone serves something. Because life is difficult, existence is heavy, responsibility is exhausting, pain is unavoidable, uncertainty follows us everywhere. To wake up each day and continue forward requires energy, and most people borrow that energy from obsession. They need something to chase, something to numb them, something to distract them, something to justify the struggle. That thing becomes their fuel, but often it also becomes their chain. Look carefully at the world. The man obsessed with money may call himself ambitious, but perhaps he is terrified of feeling powerless. The woman desperate for approval may call herself social, but perhaps she fears being unseen. The person devoted to status may call it success, but perhaps they are hiding insecurity. The one who clings to family may call it love, but perhaps they are afraid to face themselves alone. The person obsessed with religion may call it faith, but perhaps they are desperate for certainty in a chaotic world. The one who worships power may call it leadership, but perhaps control is the only place they feel safe. We rename our chains so they sound noble, but chains remain chains. Society rewards certain addictions and condemns others. If you are addicted to alcohol, people call it weakness. If you are addicted to work, people call it discipline. If you are addicted to applause, they call it talent. If you are addicted to control, they call it leadership. If you are addicted to suffering, they call it loyalty. If you are addicted to money, they call it success. But dependence does not become freedom simply because it is praised. Many people spend their entire lives being controlled by what they desire most. Ask yourself a simple question. If the thing you rely on disappeared tomorrow, who would you be? If the money vanished, who would you be? If the relationship ended, who would you be? If the title was taken away, who would you be? If no one praised you again, who would you be? If the dream failed, who would you be? For many people, these questions are terrifying, not because they lack answers, but because the answers expose how fragile their identity really is. Most people do not know themselves apart from what they chase. That is why they defend their obsessions so fiercely. When someone questions a person's addiction, it feels like a personal attack. Question their ideology and they become enraged. Question their status and they become insecure. Question their power and they become cruel. Question their comfort and they become hostile. Question their illusion and they panic. Because when you threaten the thing they serve, you threaten the structure holding their life together. This truth explains much of human conflict. People do not only fight for resources, they fight for meaning, they fight for identity, they fight for the right to keep worshiping what gives them purpose. Families break over it, friendships end over it, nations go to war over it. People sacrifice peace, morality, and reason to protect the thing they are enslaved to. But not every devotion is destructive. A parent may be devoted to protecting their children. A scientist may be devoted to discovery. An artist may be devoted to creation. A builder may be devoted to legacy. A student may be devoted to growth. A person may be devoted to truth. Passion is not the enemy. Meaning is not the enemy. Commitment is not the enemy. The danger begins when devotion becomes unconscious slavery, when your peace depends entirely on one thing, when your identity cannot survive without one thing, when your emotions are controlled by one thing, when losing it would destroy your sense of self. Then you are no longer guiding your life. You are being led by it. Real freedom starts with awareness. Ask yourself, what rules me? What controls my moods? What determines determines my worth? What do I fear losing the most? Where does my energy go? There you will often find your master. Many people spend life running. More money, more attention, more distraction, more noise. But no amount of external gain can heal internal emptiness. Eventually, everyone faces that truth. Beauty changes, power shifts, money moves, people leave, bodies age, titles disappear. The world keeps moving, so choose wisely what you serve. The fee principles instead of vanity. Serve truth instead of image. Out of discipline instead of impulse. Out of growth instead of comfort. Out of values that strengthen you rather than consume you. We humans are all the same. Every person seeks something to carry them through suffering. Every mind reaches for meaning. Every heart clings to something. Every soul wants a reason to continue. The strongest person is not the one who controls others. It is the one who is no longer controlled from within.